Hello guys, so this is Peter, your lead instructor for Peter's Orb Academy. So this video is to guide you on the second phase of our series. Today we're going to be talking about liquidity. So to not make it as hard as it already is, liquidity is money. In Forex, liquidity is money. Okay, so by understanding liquidity, you'll be able to know where the institutional traders, that's the big boys, where they will be taking their trade from. Because it's not just enough for you to know that this market will rise, this market will fall. You also know where to enter the trade from. So one of the ways to also know is by seeking to know where the liquidity areas are. Because this liquidity is money, it's like gold mine. So you would know that, okay, if there's a liquidity here, that means these big boys will be targeting this area before they will be able to take any decision they want to take. Okay, so that's why I said liquidity is money. So once you understand liquidity, you'll be able to know where the institutional traders, we have different types of traders. Me and you, we are retail traders. But banks trade forex. The money you go and deposit in the bank, they use it to trade forex. So that is one of the systems, especially if you are in this part of the country that we are, Nigeria, where they're supposed to be paying you interest for using your money, the money you saved in your account. That is supposed to be paying you for using your money to trade, but rather they will still be charging you bank maintenance fee for an empty account. Right, so please follow closely. So that's why we said liquidity is money. So the institutional traders we're talking about, they are banks, hedge funds, managers and everything, big companies, investors with big capitals, people trading with millions of dollars, billions of dollars. Those are the big, because they have the capital to move the market. So somebody is moving the market with like $1 million and you want to move in the market to the upward direction with $1 million, and you think with your $100 you can bring the market down. It's not possible. So that's why we have to make sure that we trade in the direction of where those big boys are trading. So as they are making money, we are also making money with them, because the big boys, they don't lose money. They will put in everything just to make sure that the market goes in their direction. So that's why we have to trade with, we have to know what they are doing in the market so that we can go along with them. You don't trade against them, because why? They will kick you out of the market. You will become liquidity to them. So we are going to understand it. So there are three types of liquidity that we need to talk about. The first is the inducement liquidity. See, if you have not been in a part of our class, please make sure you reach out to us on WhatsApp, so you can register to be a part of our class. So we have the inducement liquidity, we have the structural liquidity, and we have the transactional liquidity. We have the inducement, structural, and transactional liquidity. Most of these things that we use English terms to break them down. We use English terms to try to explain them. Inducement, structural, transactional. So you need to understand this. Inducement liquidity, structural liquidity, and transactional liquidity. Alright, let's continue. Alright, let's start with inducement liquidity. So inducement liquidity, let's say you see the market moving this way. Please, I want you to follow closely, please. Market does not just go on a straight line. Market moves on a direction like this. Okay, so but you observe that the market broke structure around this point here. The market broke structure around this point here. It broke this previous high. Please, if you not watch the last video, go and watch it again, please. So the market broke this previous high, broke it to the upward direction. Okay, so that means this low, if we look at the previous video, I said any low that breaks a structure is a strong low. What makes it strong is that it was strong enough to break a structure. Okay, so we call it a strong low. So our expectation is that whenever market now reverses to that strong low, the market should start going up. That is how we now mark this place with a rectangular to this our point of interest, POI. POI. That's why I say whenever you're watching these videos, always come with like a book to write things down. Because no matter how brilliant you are, you will not be able to capture everything we are saying. So now, price will always return to this POI because it was from this point here that this market had enough strength to build capacity to break out this previous high. That's why I see me wrote it BOS, break of structure. So the market was powerful enough from that point to break that structure. So our expectation is that whenever the market comes back, remember I said that whenever a market breaks a structure, on that same time frame, there must be a pullback. So the market is pulling back. So my expectation is that whenever the market gets to this place, the market should start going back upward. Okay? My expectation is that whenever the market gets to this point here, the market should start going back upward. But what now happened? When the market got to this point here, you see that the market now broke this previous. The market now broke this previous low here. It broke this previous low here. It broke it to the downward direction. So imagine if some people wanted to carry this trade, would have placed this trade like this. Let's say they would have put their long position. They would have said they want to enter from somewhere like this here. Okay, and target this point here. After targeting that point, they will now bring their stop loss. They will bring their stop loss to. So they would have bring their stop loss to around this point here. Remember, this is a tool on TradingView. For those of us that are not still familiar with this is a tool on TradingView for you so that you can be able to use it to calculate your position sizing. Okay, so I click the long position tool. I'm targeting this point here, but my stop loss should be around somewhere around this low, this strong low, because if I say this low is strong, that means this low should not be broken, because why? It broke a structure to the upper direction, so definitely this low should not be broken. But eventually this low was now broken. This low was broken around here. So that it does not mean that this analysis has been invalidated, but what is happening is that it created a liquidity here. This is what we now call inducement liquidity, whereby a strong low is induced, where a strong low is taken out, and then the market now moves to the direction you said it should go. That's why I say that's why I wrote these things down here. I said price breaks previous lows. Just look at the diagram when you are watching this video. Price breaks previous lows, or I taking out to retail traders, that's me and you, that we have positioned our trader we want to buy from there, because that's a very perfect place to buy from. But price takes small traders, it takes us out before expanding to the proposed direction. I said inducement liquidity are stop loss hunters. They always hunt for stop loss. They are hunting, their job is to hunt for stop loss. And there's one way to know that. You see, it's not for you to just be saying, okay, that means we will not even know if it's going to be an inducement liquidity. There we will know. We have studied the market to understand that you will know when this market is going to bring an inducement liquidity. Okay? When we move to the next liquidity, which is structural liquidity, you'll be able to understand what I'm saying. Alright, so inducement liquidity are stop loss hunters. They are always hunting for stop loss. Also, inducement liquidity is for expansion. You can see that the moment the market got here, it took out this low here, it took it out, and then the market still expanded. So it's for expansion. Okay, so that's inducement liquidity. Let me show you an example on a real market. Alright, this is an example of it on a real market. Example of inducement liquidity on a live chart. Look at what happened here. The market came down to this, it came all the way from here. The market came here, and then the market went up, breaking this high here. Broke this high. So definitely, if the market was creating a BOS here, break of structure. Okay, so if that market was powerful enough at that point to break that structure, our expectation is that whenever the market returns to this place, this area, which is our POI, point of interest, the market should go up. But what happened? Look at it closely. What happened? When the market got there, the market acted as if it will not even obey our analysis, to not go up. He first he first cleared every expectation by coming down here. Look at how far he came down before he started going up. So this is one thing you should understand about inducement liquidity. They are stop loss hunters. Now let me quickly go to structural liquidity, and then I'll come back to this inducement liquidity to show you the difference. Okay, what are structural liquidity? Remember, I said liquidity is money. Okay, look at structural liquidity now. Structural liquidity, they serve as guarantee that our main low won't be taken out, because we know that before market will go on any direction. Please note this. If you have a journal, if you have something, just write it down. Before I will take any trade, I must first see that market takes out liquidity. Market must first take out liquidity. So if there is no liquidity around your POI, I bet you your market, it will hit your stop loss before going your direction. That's why a lot of people, they will buy, but the time they buy, at a point, the market will go and take them out of the market by closing their trade in loss. So after they have already been taken out from the market, you now see that the market start going back to the direction they have already proposed that it will go. It's because they were careless in their thinking. I've already done that, so I was also quite careless too. But until I learned, see, any problem you encounter in life, there is a bankruptcy of knowledge. That means there is something you don't know. Because during that time, I was saying, in fact, some of you now might, after learning Forex for like 2 days, you say, okay, I think I am good to go now. Let me go and fund my account and start trading. Oh my God. Alright, I don't want to discourage you. It is possible. But brother, you will pay the price of knowledge. If you don't pay the time to gain knowledge, you will pay the price for ignorance. So that's why you also have to make sure that you are following the class closely. Alright, see, the market created a break of structure around here. Where is the origin that caused the break of structure? Is this origin. So that means this is a strong low. Okay, so the market went, because the market broke, this was the highest point before, so the market now came back down here. But when the market got down, it was able to gather enough momentum to take it out to the upward direction, hereby invalidating this previous high. So that means this is a strong low, because it was powerful enough to break this previous high. Okay, so if we see something like that, we will be automatically tag that this place is a strong low. So now, one of the things that will make this market to get back to this point here, that the market will get back to this point here and will go back up, there is a condition that must be met. A condition must be met. And what's the condition? There must be a liquidity for the market to come back and take out. Which is this liquidity? I don't know, maybe you understand what I'm saying. Which is this liquidity? If you are going to look at it again also, wow, I just learned something new now from this point. Let me teach you what I just learned now. Remember, I taught you in market structure that any low that did not take out an high is a weak low. So anything that is weak, eventually it will be defeated. So this market came down here, that means this was an high. But the moment the market got here, when the market wanted to go up, it could not take out this previous high. It stopped halfway. Had it been went all this way, we will know that, okay, this market has taken out this place. But it did not take it out, but rather the market now came back. So that means this place is a weak low. So the market will take out the weak low before going back to the proposed direction. So this weak low will serve as our structural liquidity. This weak low served as our structural liquidity. So this structural liquidity is the one that will now show us that this is our strong POI that broke this previous structure we stand. That's why when price returned to that POI, the market went up. I hope you were able to understand what I'm saying. Even from this chart alone, you should be able to note some things, that you have seen two types of liquidity here too. First, you saw this an inducement liquidity around here and here. Because why? Okay, this is a weak low. This is exactly what happened. A weak low, it could not take out this previous high, so the market came back down, taking out this before the market started expanding. Market just repeat the same patterns. If you take your time with the chart to stay and then learn, you will be able to make a lot of money from the market. Because why? Then you would have gained knowledge. So let me read some of the nuggets I wrote down here. I said structural liquidity serves as guarantee that our main low won't be taken out. This structural liquidity you are seeing here, it serves as a guarantee that this main low will not be taken out. Because price must always take out liquidity before price will continue. Price must always take out. Please make sure you write all those things down so that I want to make sure that we are raising forex giants. Price will always take out liquidity before price will go on a direction. Now look at the second thing I wrote. I said price always seeks for liquidity close to our POI before reversing to the proposed direction. Price must always take out liquidity close to the POI. This liquidity is close to this POI. Why would we call this place our POI, point of interest? Is because it was strong enough to take out this previous high. So if there is a very powerful force here strong enough to take out this previous high, so whenever market returns back to that place, we are expecting that there will still be enough strength again to still take out this high too again. So when the market now comes back again to this point, we know that there's enough power here to take out this previous high. That's how price must keep repeating pattern. That's why I say the answer to the future is locked in the past. I think I said it in the market structure in the last video. Please, I keep referring to the last video. Go and watch it again, please. I make sure I took time. I've never explained market structure, liquidity. I've never explained it as simple as this. This is the simplest I've ever done. Please, I would like you to make sure you grab it. Now, the third thing I wrote here, I said structural liquidity stands as POI protectors. So they protect our POI because they must be there. They will be the one to be the sacrificial lamb. They must be taken out before price will reverse, because price must shall kill something before it goes. Price must shall slaughter something before it goes to the proposed direction. Then this last thing I wrote down, I said structural liquidity is the last low before the main low. It's not for you to not know that okay, price must take out liquidity, but I need to know where the structural liquidity is. So it is the last low before the main low. The market went here, came back here. So as the market is coming back downward, we will look for the last low before this main low, which is this place. This is the last low before this main low. So whenever market return to this place, price must take out this structural liquidity and price must return to our main low, and then before you start buying. So it's not just for you to know that the market will buy. You need to know when to enter. The timing. Know when to enter the market. Okay? You need to know when to enter the market. So alright, let me just go back to so transactional liquidity, please. You need to understand transactional liquidity. That one is anywhere you see break of structure, that is transactional liquidity, because liquidity has been taken out. Transactional liquidity is where you see break of structure. Whenever you see break of structure, okay, whenever you see break of structure whereby there is a low below it, it's transactional liquidity. I will not complete this. I will give that as an assignment to you guys. So, but let me go back to the inducement liquidity to rephrase again. I said liquidity is money. So the big boys, which are the institutional traders, they will put their money where they will target where the money is. Okay, because they must make sure that they kill something before they go on their direction. So liquidity, market will always hunt for liquidity. Market hunts for liquidity. So even if a person wants to enter a trade, you must first know that okay, there must also be. So the reason why do we think that, oh yeah, let's go back to this inducement liquidity. Why do you think this inducement liquidity formed here? Why do you think the market, this was a strong low that took out this previous high? So, but when the market returned, instead of the market to go back, but rather the market took it out. Why do you think the market took it out? It's because there is no structural liquidity around this point here. And even there is structural liquidity and the market went back up. So when the market is coming back downward, it must take out this previous liquidity before it will now obey this our POI to now start going up. Remember, I said structural liquidity protects our main low, our POI. But there is nothing to protect this one. So definitely this one must be taken out before the market will start going on in the right direction. I have never explained market like this. Go to your chart, and then all these things we have said, go and try to check it out. You will see that we are not lying to you. Let me show you an example of a structural liquidity. Okay, sorry. You see, this market, look at it. This market went like this, and then it took out this previous high. So that means this is a strong low. Okay, that means at all costs this low must be protected. So where is our last low before the main low? Try to look for my structural liquidity. Where is my last low before the main low? This is my last low. That's why you see me mark it as structural liquidity. What did you now observe when price came back there? Observe that the moment the price came back there, what did the price do? This is structural liquidity. The price took it out before the price started reversing. So price must take out that structural liquidity before reversing. Let's end the video here. Watch out for the next videos, please. Thank you.